Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. We are on Gellix. We will be rescuing the Cerberus scientists yet again. I'll be using the Disciple. Why? I have no idea. I guess I just wanted to try out the shotgun blade attachment. I'm still trying the whole melee thing, only this time I am stacking damage reduction from Reeve with damage reduction through tech armor. And I'm using the Disciple just because it's a very low weight, very lightweight shotgun. But I already have determined that I don't like the Disciple. It doesn't do anywhere near enough damage per shot for my taste. It's not even that. The thing reloads so slow. If it just reloaded faster, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but it reloads with the speed of, like, the Claymore. Like you'd expect from a single-shot, high-powered shotgun, when it's more like the Scimitar, a low-damage, rapid-fire shotgun. And I have no idea why its reload is that long. I even think maybe it was developer oversight, or I'm just missing something, or it's really, really powerful when you upgrade it, or I don't know, but... And why did you move right as I was approaching you to do a sync kill on you? That spoils my fun. Also, why does this box suck and prevents me from shooting at the things I want to shoot? There, this time he was not so fortunate. I don't really like Gellix. I find that it takes a long time, and it's kind of slow. And there's tons of just prolonged sequences where you have to go through a bunch of enemies that are entrenched in cover, especially the midpoint where you're going for the AA towers. It's fine, I guess. It takes a long time, especially... There's so much plot to skip. And once you see it once, I really don't want to see it again. And I hate this box, and I'm taking out my frustrations upon it. Because it keeps getting in my way. Wish. Oh, and yeah, I'm trying the whole melee thing again, at least to an extent. I'm trying out the shotgun blade attachment. Personally, I feel like the pistol attachment was far more effective. It staggered enemies better. Also, I feel like you attack faster with the pistol for the basic melee than the shotgun. I don't think it's as good, but your mileage may vary, of course. And I try to melee when I can, but it just doesn't always come up as an option. Oh, and I've apparently already switched out of the freaking Disciple because I hate it that much. I'm now using the Talon yet again. I do like the Talon. I think I have pretty good aim with it. Though now that I've said that, I'm sure in this video I'll miss like every single shot. And I don't know what it is, but it seems like in the last, just every video of this series, I have yet to be able to shoot the backpack off of a engineer. I don't know what that's about. It's like every single time I wind up just killing him before their backpack gets blown up. Thank you, guys, for walking right up to me and dying. That was too kind. See, even there. And that's another example of I was out of cover. I was peeking out of cover when I needed to heal myself, and it kept me out of cover, and I somehow managed to survive that turret just completely opening up on me for a solid 2 seconds or so. 2.5, 3 seconds. No, Javik! Why did you walk into a turret that was firing? Why are you so dumb? You're freaking 50,000 years old. You think you'd learned something by now. Apparently, reinforcements are arriving. Yeah, the Talon is a lot more accurate when you fire it from behind cover, especially at these ranges. I'm pretty well beyond its effective range. But all I have for cover are these two little boxes. And I'm kind of afraid to move up here because of I know there's a turret, and I can't see because there's all the smoke. Lots of annoying things that you get to deal with when you are facing Cerberus. I should use the Talon more, though. I have not gotten enough use out of it, and it seems to be quite good. Do I not have my ammo power on right now? I don't think I do. I've made that mistake a couple of times so far in this series that I've noticed. I just forget. Back in Mass Effect 2, they would automatically cast ammo power, so that wasn't an issue. But now, you need to do it manually. I understand why they made that change, because a lot of times you would have your own ammo power, and then party members would have their ammo power, and they would override yours. Or maybe you had two different group ammo powers, and you wanted to use one for one situation, or you wanted to use Disruptor against shields, you wanted to use Armor Piercing against armor or something, and they would override it, which would be annoying. But it didn't really happen that often, and it wasn't a big deal. I would far rather they just cast it, so that I don't have to worry about it, because I never use more than one ammo power, ever. I just spec into one. Who has enough points most of the time to have two different ammo powers? You're making some serious sacrifices for that flexibility, though I can see maybe it being useful, maybe. Maybe a soldier, since 3 of their powers anyway are ammo powers. They have a lot of points left over to do what they want. A commenter asked about my Vanguard playthrough and why I didn't talk about the ending so much, especially in my epilogue episode where I just showed literally the entirety of the ending. It was like 40 minutes long, just all that plot stuff. You know how long it takes to render a 40-minute video and then upload it to YouTube? You know how asinine that was? Anyway, and I did talk about it. I talked about it a bit in episode 106, the second to last episode featuring combat and commentary. I still didn't get into it too much. I have stayed relatively silent about the whole thing because I know it's such a hot-button issue and just not really worth pissing off a bunch of people over it. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I will talk about it more if I am... Assuming I can get a playthrough of every class, I think I will finish off this game, essentially, and I will come back every now and then for DLC stuff, if I can. I'm sure I'll be able to do that. But beyond that, you know, it'll be done for all intents and purposes. And then I'll be moving on to Diablo III, as I've mentioned in quite a few videos at this point. But assuming I can finish off the playthroughs, I think my finale will just be a review of the game. I'll do a review, talk about everything, and thoughts, and whatever. Yeah, I have no sniper rifle for dealing with that guy in the turret. Kind of annoying. He can actually do a lot of damage really quick if you let him. And yet I had no trouble with him whatsoever on my Vanguard. I was watching the Vanguard playthrough when I was doing the commentary for the Vanguard episode of this mission. And I was realizing, oh yeah, I forgot about the guy in the turret. I didn't even realize there was a guy in the turret on that episode because I went through it so quickly with charge that it was just not even apparent that he was a threat. And right now, I'm not sure if they are just infinitely spawning because I haven't passed an invisible line or something or what, but I don't remember there being this many guys here. This many waves of guys. This bogged me down and I find that annoying. That's kind of what I was talking about before. But I do still have a lot to do for Mass Effect 3. 3 more playthroughs. A couple things here and there. Another series. I do have another series I'm going to do. Very quick series, ideally. And then Diablo 3. Somebody actually said that they were looking forward to my Diablo 3 stuff, which is great. Because it's going to be taking up a lot of my time, and I certainly hope you guys like it. I mean, that I'll be transitioning to another game. If you'd like to see just some early stuff that I have done in the game, I did get a beta invite months ago, and I did make videos of Diablo 3's beta. It wasn't my earliest work, though. So I mean, I don't know what the quality is or anything. I didn't know a lot of things that I know now, both in editing and just standard stuff. But I would hope the gameplay is pretty solid. But then again, there's a reason that when I do Diablo 3, I am only going to do Inferno difficulty. I'm only going to record Inferno difficulty. Maybe a little Hell, but basically, if I can, just Inferno difficulty. I'm not going to be doing Normal or Nightmare or any of that stuff. And the Diablo 3 beta is incredibly easy. Or was. You can't get it anymore. They did have a open beta weekend thing. It was super, super easy. Super, super. So in order to keep the gameplay compelling, the goal is for Inferno stuff. both for me and for you. And the time it would take to do a complete playthrough of all 4 difficulties is ridiculous and pointless. I mean, who is going to want, you know... Maybe some of you guys that already watch my stuff wouldn't mind listening to me ramble with normal Diablo stuff, gameplay in the background or something, but... And I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. But as far as getting more people, you know, interested in my work and whatever and what I'm doing, I don't see that being a good idea. So I'm going to just skip over that. I will be streaming it, though. I have talked about that before, too. Oh, no, we went over the rail. I will be, for the days of the first, you know, week of Diablo III, the first few days especially, I will be streaming pretty much non-stop until I hit Inferno difficulty. Boom. Off with his head. So, and I will have a link to my Twitch TV channel on my YouTube feed page, and as well I'll put a link to it in my feed, and I'll also probably make an announcement video showing all that stuff, so you won't miss it if you actually want to, you know, keep up with me or just check out my channel every so often. But May 15th, that is D-Day for me. Diablo Day. So damn clever. Sometimes I just don't want to hit. I feel like it's unfair to them, so we'll just mess repeatedly. See, like right there. Stationary target on the ground. Okay, I'm going to blame Spread or something for that. There's no way that all those shots are missed. Hit him! No, I wanted you to punch him, not shoot him. I said hit. Hit. I would love to do some multiplayer for this game, though, before my time is up. I really would like to do some multiplayer. Especially, I would like to do some multiplayer with you guys if you're interested. Just seeing if we can't get something going for just a day, even. Just a day would be great, though preferably more. But so much to do. So little time to do it in. If I have a regret, it's that I just didn't have time for Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. If only Diablo 3 was coming out a little bit later, which is hilarious considering I have been waiting for it for 10 years. After the beta, though, I'm not actually that enthused. I'm hoping that things get a lot better a lot quicker, to be honest. My first impressions were not great. It was okay, I mean. But it wasn't like my head didn't explode or anything. My head was firmly intact after playing the Diablo 3 beta. A lot of the Diablo 3 beta. Again, I have videos of it. I beat the beta with every character. And I actually played a lot more than I recorded. I also got nearly every character to level 13. Or just whenever their level was that they got their last ability. And multiple times because I did play in 2 different patches and they wiped characters and whatever. So yet another Atlas mech. And this one I am not going to slow down for one very specific reason. Well, a couple of reasons, but you will see that in a little bit. This is already just about done. Just got a minute or 2 left. So many commentaries to do today. This is now, let's see, we're on episode 17. So that's 5 in a row now that I've done. Oh, good. Only 13 more to go today. If I manage that, I don't know. I have work, too. My, you know, actual, real job. Oh, no. He's slowly moving towards me. What can I possibly do? And here! No! No! There's an engineer! Why, engineer? Why did you make this take longer than it needed to? Why? How dare you? How dare you? I don't even care. Kill me. Fine. Screw you guys. I don't care. This is the only time I have ever encountered an engineer that actually managed to heal an Atlas mech before I killed him. But he's so far in the back row that I just can't. No, you're making me actually think and have to do different things. No, actually, it's great. It's great that there, you know, is an engineer here. There should be 2. but it's right that there's at least one. And he is in the back row, and it's hard to kill, but now he's gonna die. Now you're gonna die. Come on. There you go. Bye-bye. Okay. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't slow this down. Or rather, speed it up. I feel like I keep saying slow down when I mean speed up. I am tired. Sleep is good for the brain. I do not get anywhere near enough of it. Also, guys, you know, people have made requests for some games. I should just put it out there that I cannot do console games. I cannot do commentaries on console games for a number of reasons. For one thing, I don't own all the consoles. I just have a Wii, and because generally speaking, all the games that I want on the Xbox are ported to the PC or vice versa, and the PS3 doesn't have enough games to warrant me buying it. The only one I really want on the PS3, or I do like to keep up with the Final Fantasy games, and also I want to play Demon's Soul, and that was actually requested, but I need to not only buy a PS3, but also buy special hardware to make recordings, so that's far too expensive for me for right now. And yeah, I actually managed to kill the duder, and not only that, but I got to go inside the Atlas mech and then destroy that turret. And then the Atlas mech immediately blew up. Alright guys, thanks for watching, stay tuned for more, and